got 4 people in that bitch before I went down.
Oh, I did not mean to hop that.
Make sure.
Train running, I'm that hurricane turning, feeling like a polar bear burning. What are we gonna do? I'm that fake smile gleaming, yeah, I'm the lie that you choose to believe in. Guess the truth kinda lost all meaning, and I'm enjoying the view. Well, I've been a loving lover, I've been a trusting brother, I'm taking my time to recover. I'm picking it up when I'm better. Oh, there's so much to see all the time. So why does it feel like it flies by?
Are you kidding me?
Bright eyes.
That's not even fair.
With a good time. crying brother. I'm taking my time to recover and picking it up when I'm better. Oh, there's so much to see in a lifetime. So why does it feel like it flies by? She's staring me down with the bright eyes. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Leave me alone. There you go. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. That was actually really insane. Was it? Was it insane? What is up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to another live stream. We are back. We are live, and we are playing some Vintage Story today. Oh, yes. Let me get some music going here. It's still Halloween time, right? Yeah, there we go. Halloween music going. Spooky, spooky. There we go. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. It is a Monday. It is a busy Monday, too. Oi. It's so windy out here, by the way. It's like crazy windy. We have all our windows and stuff closed, but it's like tornadic. Is that the word? Tornadic or tornadic winds going or whatever. Really windy either way. That's my day in a nutshell. I went outside for like 5 minutes. I've been so busy with freaking work all day. Ridiculousness too. What's up, Eric? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Oh, so let me tell you guys. All right, my complaint for today, all right, is dentist. All right, dentistry and dentists like have to be some of the most annoying appointments in the world to schedule. Like, at least in my opinion. I've been my dentist that I was going to for like a year and a half decided they no longer wanted to take my insurance anymore. So they don't take my insurance anymore, which is fine. So I had to find a new dentist, and I was supposed to probably find it back in August, but I put it off. And now I think I have a cavity, which is my own fault, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm calling around to dentists today, and the first one I called two, because I think the second one I might go with. They seem pretty nice. But anyway, so I'm calling around to dentist, and the first one I call, I sit there and I asked them, I was like, hey, do you guys take my dental plan? And I give them my insurance name, like just the name, and they're like, oh, well, we don't know if we take your dentist like insurance. We don't know if we take them, but we've seen them come up in our system before, so we think so. And I should have like known that was a red flag, but I was like, I need a dentist. I need to get an appointment scheduled. Let's just go through the process. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, and they're like, well, we can figure this out, but you know, let's get you scheduled and let's get you like registered as a patient and stuff, or start that process. And I'm like, okay. So, and they're like, we can get you in. And the key word here that they said was, what are you doing? We can get you in for a consultation, right? A consult. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, they're gonna get me in. I need a cleaning and stuff. That's fine. And they keep specifying that, and then at some point they're like, well, it's gonna be $100 for the consult, and I'm like, but the insurance should cover that, right? They're like, yeah, well, we have to make sure your insurance covers it first and stuff, but we'll get you in and seen and stuff, and we'll do the consult and we'll figure out the insurance later. And in my head, I'm like, it sounded sketchy, right? I'm like, so basically they're gonna do the work and then we'll figure out if the insurance is gonna cover it later, like, so I could potentially get stuck with this bill. And I'm like, I don't know if I want that and stuff, but I wasn't thinking, and I went through with it and stuff, and I was reading reviews. Someone else had the same problem, and they ended up getting screwed, and they ended up with like a $500 bill for the dentist because they didn't tell him that the insurance wasn't covering it. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna be that sucker. So I went and found another dentist, and I emailed them they at least told me, they're like, I asked, I was like, do you guys take my insurance? And they're like, yes, we take it, but we need to know which type of insurance you have through them to verify that we do take it. And I was like, okay. But they weren't gonna set any, they're like, we can't set anything up until we know. So I was like, oh, well, this is so much better because they're actually gonna verify that I don't have to pay anything for this stupid appointment. So hopefully I will hear back from them later today. If they call, I might have to take the call, but I don't think they're going to call. I think they're going to email me and let me know. So what happened to the one you used to clean before? Yeah, I was saying at the beginning here, they don't take my insurance anymore. It's like the biggest shit ever. Yeah, they don't accept my insurance. Did you hear about the consult one, Solus? The first place I called? Yeah, sounds like a scam dentist place. I mean, I'm sure they do like legit work, but it's kind of sketchy / scammy that they would try to get me in for a consult and then figure out the insurance after. So no matter what, they get paid, right? Like, that sounds really sketchy. Like, how do you... And first off, okay, you're running a medical practicing office. Like, dentistry is medical, right? Like, how do you not know what insurances you take? There should be like literally a thing on the receptionist desk, like a list that says we take all of these. That should be your first. That's the first question any person is gonna ask when they come and call your office, right? They're gonna be like, "Hey, do you take my insurance?" That is the first question probably every single person hears on the phone. Just about. Probably the number one question. Besides, I want to make an appointment. And like, you don't know that? I should have known. I should have known off the bat. But I needed a dentist appointment. They seem to have good reviews. But yeah, this other place has better reviews anyway. So we'll see. Let's get him in here. We'll get paid either way. Yeah, like, how fucking scummy is that? I don't know, man. I hate doctors I hate doctors, right? I hate dentists, and I hate insurance. All right, those three things I don't like because it all seems it's always so scammy feeling every time you go. So basically, at least in the US, it always feels like you're getting screwed over no matter what. Even if like you're not getting screwed over completely, it feels like it. All right? Because let's say, all right, for example, if I were to make like a eye doctor appointment, right? An optometrist appointment. All right? I have insurance, right? And I pay to have insurance. I pay monthly out of my paycheck to have insurance, right? So I make an appointment. I go get my eyes checked up. Well, guess what? I have to pay a fee to have that happen to the dentist because the whole trip's not covered. Just part of the trip's covered. How does that fucking make sense? I gotta pay the insurance company so that I still have to end up paying the eye doctor. And it's the same thing for the dentist. I go to the dentist and I had to pay for dental insurance, and then I had to pay the dentist to see the dentist anyway. How does that make sense? What was the point of me paying for the fucking insurance if I still have to pay the fucker to look at my teeth? Or my eyes? Or me? It just like, and I know, all right, you can sit there and go from the side of the argument that's like, well, it's reduced price. Like, yeah, my dental trip would probably cost me like $150, but with insurance, it cost me like $5, I think was the cost, which is great. Yeah, it's great. But I still have to pay, like, the amount I pay in insurance ends up being over like 150, like I pay like, that's like what I pay a month. I actually probably pay more for my insurance if you calculate everything all together. I think my dental is probably like, I pay like $50 a month for dental or some shit like that. But that's like, I only go to the dentist like once a year. The math doesn't make sense, like, at all. I mean, and then there's always the, well, you know, if you have an emergency and you end up needing like your teeth pulled and it's gonna cost like $2,000 to have all your teeth pulled, or like whatever, you know, some crazy shit, jaw reconstruction surgery or whatever, it costs you like $5 grand, and they're like, well, the insurance covers that. It's like, shall we get into how much the deductible costs? Because at the end of the day, you're paying for half that shit anyway. I swear, man. Ugh. Insurance irks me. I understand the reasoning for having it, because yeah, that $10,000 bill being cut down to $2,000 is a lot nicer than paying $12,000, but that, and you know what else I think is stupid? We're just gonna continue on with my tirade here, right? You know what else I think is really stupid? Oh, the dentist is calling me. All right, let me take this real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, they're so much nicer at this place. Well, so much like legit sounding. I say legit sounding. Speaking of the devil, yeah, right? Of course, yeah. We're good. They cover my insurance and everything. They even went out of the way and they called them for me. That bonus, I don't have to talk to the insurance and find out. So they verified, they cover it all. So we're good. I have an appointment tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning, which is great. So I actually do real quick though have to block off. I wonder if I can do this on my phone. I have to block off some time tomorrow so I can actually do this. Nice, yeah. It's really nice on the phone too. And they actually, like, you know, went out of their way to find out. Okay, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 15th, right? Event name, out of office. Add participants, myself. This is not all day. I will schedule from... How long do you guys think a normal dentist cleaning is? It's like an hour, right? I like to set the time. Eh, 10 a.m. That gives me time to get over there. I'll set it to like... we'll go 11:30 a.m. That gives me like an hour. No one will bother me, right? Hour and a half. Set it out of the office. Boom. See if that worked. It did. Hour 30 out of the office. Nice. If I added you up, it's me out of my house. What is this? You know, alright, no more work stuff. Alright, cool. So I just gotta go cancel the other appointment with the other people who were probably trying to scam me out of $100. What were we were getting into something. We were getting, oh yeah, you know, we were talking about my my tirade of insurance being what feels like a scammy thing. It probably is, kind of. Alright, anyway. We are playing some Vintage Story today. No mod updates, although I think there was some mod updates. They're just mostly people getting their mods ready for 1.20. So I don't think there was any that I needed to worry about. Maybe. No, okay. Alright, let's get into the world. Dude, I cannot wait for spring to actually, like, occur in our world, by the way. I've been getting excited for it. Multiplayer. Alright. Let me message Ashley and let her know. Launch the world. Let's go dig around. What do we want to do today? What do we want to work on? I think we have a couple more days until like trees start growing in game. I'm mostly done a lot of the building stuff that I need to do until trees can grow. Unless I guess I could do like custom trees. Oh look, we're in Del Rich Village. Very nice. Yeah, I came over here yesterday to kind of like look around and see if there's any fish that were popping up. There weren't any. I think there was like 2 actually. But it looks like none of this stuff operates when you're outside the chunks. Oh, there's one. Fishy, fishy. Where's my knife? Oh, where'd this boat come from? Go up here. Yeah, so I have a bunch of saplings placed around in random spots. Like, see, there's one right here. I'm kind of waiting to see them grow to see how they turn out. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up having to get like better at making custom trees. I think is gonna end up being the plan. But I don't know. Go this way. Yeah, see, it still snows. It's almost April. It's March 25th. It's still snowing in my world. Alright, we're here. How's your world going, Sauce? What have you been working on? Oh, wait, do we want to go... Oh, yeah, I guess I can show you guys some of the stuff I worked on at, Lighthaven. I didn't do like a whole lot, I did a little bit, but I can show you guys that. So I added I added some the colored stairs here, pine stairs inside the center. I did the same thing here. I added some pine into this section here. I thought it looked kind of cool. Last time we left off, we did all this, like chiseling. Came out pretty nice looking. We did that as well, which came out, this actually came out a lot better than I thought it was going to come out, to be honest. That looks pretty good. Hello, how long have you played this game for? What's up, Theo? Let's see, I guess all in all, probably close to like a year's worth of playtime. You can give or take that one. For this specific world, we've been playing on this world since like middle of January, I want to say. And we've been, I think we have a little around like 420 played hours so far. Like playtime hours. So that kind of gives you an idea, I guess. I made some new garden areas for next spring and laying out a greenhouse area for early spring. Oh, very nice, very nice. We should probably look into doing some more stuff. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll go do that. We'll get the crop area place set up. That's not a bad idea. I probably should have left some stuff there. Like, I should have definitely left the meteoric eye lanterns. Do I want to go back and drop this stuff off? Yeah, we're gonna be a little all over the place today. It's a Monday. By the way, tomorrow we are gonna be playing some New World. We're not gonna be playing New World other than maybe the occasional squad stream, possibly. I'm not gonna be switching my content back to New World. We're gonna be staying on Vintage Story. Not those. For the foreseeable future. I will not be switching content. I gotta put this down as well so those guys don't spawn. Just put that there for now. What else can stay here? That can come with us. That can come with us. That comes with us. Yeah, all that stuff comes with us. Okay. That's cool though. You made some new garden areas. How are you gonna actually construct like the greenhouse thing? Or are you just making like a greenhouse type area? But yeah, tomorrow's the re-release of New World, so we will be playing that on stream tomorrow. Just to play it for the day. As long as the servers like aren't gonna be like inundated by tons of people, but I don't think they will be. We'll see though. Alright, I'm trying to think what tools I'm gonna need. Uh-oh. Server's lagging. Server! There you go. I don't think... Oh, wait. I might need the... That's an axe. No, we don't need that. I don't think we really need anything from here. I'm gonna put these candles away. There you go. Let's go. Yeah, going to try a greenhouse. I've been making glass. I thought it was 7x7, but it's actually 14x14 for greenhouses. Good size. Yeah, I think they just increased it in 1.19 to 14x14. It used to be 7x7, but they made it larger. I think we need to plan, by the way, and this is going to be a pretty expansive update to this build. Or overhaul, but I think we're gonna overhaul the crop farm into something else, which I know kind of semi defeats a lot of the work that we did, but one, I don't know if we necessarily need all of this cropland for what we have. And second of all, I think a town might look a little bit better, like a farming town with this building inside the center. Might look a little bit better. Just thinking to myself, I don't know how I'm gonna do it at all, by the way. That's kind of cool. The snow's like being weird here. It's starting to melt. I have no idea how I want to do it. I have not started doing plans for it. Obviously I want to keep the docks the same as they are. maybe deepen some of these. These I feel like shouldn't be here. This water's I feel is deep enough that there shouldn't really be ice underneath it, but I guess there is. I guess it's kind of cool. But ideally, I think we want to kind of make this into like a little bit of a town area. I don't know how I want to do it though yet. There's a spider over here. But yeah, we can start cleaning up some of this so we can get some crops ready to grow. I don't know. I'm hoping we're gonna be ready for crops like within like by the time we get to April, right? I got a bunch of stuff here. Do I have like tools here at all by chance? I have a bunch of iron hose. That's good. Bunch of terra preta. I have a scythe. We can use that to clear the fields so far. I cleared this out of here. Hopefully stuff won't grow back too quick. Are these crops that are growing? When did these grow? There's flax here. Shouldn't these have died? That's kind of weird. These should have died over the winter, I thought. Oh well, I'll take it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a mini town here, kind of similar to Trinity Point, but not as like it's mostly gonna be crops and stuff. Wonder if you never got into that chunk or something? That'd be kind of weird though. I don't know, because I feel like we've been over here a couple times in the wintertime just to, you know, come through and work on the mine shaft over here, and also there's the mine shaft entrance over there that we've gone through a couple times. I mean, hey, I won't complain. It's stuffs, but it's interesting. Interested how that came to be. Did this water freeze? Okay, good, it didn't. It looked like it was frozen in some of these spots. So I was kind of thinking we do houses every now and then. Not big houses, like, you know, kind of similar to the houses we have at Delrich Village. And then, what is it? We can do like little like crop areas like around them. Basically, like, do houses every now and then and just have, like, a road that weaves through. And then have it still keep the crops, like, kind of how they were. That might work. So we could do that, and then there's also the idea, if we're looking at the map, over here was a little bit hard to do with the dock and stuff. We could do the town like in this part, and then keep the rest of this as crops or something. I don't know. I also want to know why the grass isn't growing, like why this is not turning into grass in this area. Seems very odd. We got these fields all cleared out. There we go. And these fields are a mess. There we go. Okay, got that all cleared out. See, it's weird, like the grass just stopped growing. I still have yet to figure this out, why all of a sudden it just stopped growing here. I've even tried replacing like chunks of this and seeing if that would do it, but nothing seemed to do. Whoops. Alright, let's go put this stuff in here. Yeah, it doesn't go in there. Put this in here though. Oh, nice. We have pine here. We could kind of figure out like very basic layout type stuff. I also have some oak. I could fix that too. Kind of stopped working on the gate here, huh? Let's see, how many do I have? 121. We can't do the chiseled part, but I can do this part. At least get it up. That doesn't look as janky. That works. This part I might go all the way up and then go across. All right. Five. Okay, yeah, it kind of works for now. That way the gate's at least somewhat done. I just gotta get the tops on there. Damn, yeah, I'm trying to think how I want to do, like, if we did a town in here. So yeah, my thinking was we could randomly put houses, like, throughout the field area, and then have a path that kind of runs through the field, and then just keep the crops, like, keep doing these, like, long like, we'd have to probably, yeah, we could keep doing these, like, segmented lines here, and then just have the houses scattered around. I don't know. That could work. I don't know if we want to do like semi-larger houses or if we want to keep them kind of like the same size that we've done at Delridge Village. And how many? Let me go, I guess we can just use pine planks to do this and figure out like a layout, maybe? Let's see, can I just turn these all into planks? Yes, sir. We need the vertical ones. Nice, okay. So yeah, so like basically I just go out into the field here and just be like, alright, we wanna a house here. Like we have like a house here. And like just do a bunch of like those around and then build up the house how we want to build it. Maybe even make them a little bit bigger. And then yeah, like I said, like the road would kind of like come through here and maybe like weave up to this point, back this way, and then you'd have your crops, and then you'd have like a gap in your crops, like just a path. I wonder how that would work with this part. Or maybe I'd have to leave the irrigation plots there and just have normal. That could work too. That could be kind of cool. Just sleeping in bed soon. Oh, went to bed a little, maybe a little too early. Yeah, that could work. Let's see, do I have anything to make the paths out of? I guess we'd need like some sort of like cobblestone. What cobblestone did we use for here, by the way? Does it chert? I used claystone. I feel like we should stick with the theme though and use granite. Like, I might have to go grab some. I do not think I have any granite here. I do not. Alright, yeah, let me go grab some granite. Bunch of slimes here. We're almost above that freezing point. We gotta get it up once it's 32. I think, Solus, you said it was 4 a.m. is the coldest time of the night. Or something like that. Once it's 4 a.m. and it's starting to hit 32, that's when we can plant crops. So yeah, it's not gonna be quite like this town. It's gonna be more of like a smaller town. Like I don't know if many of the buildings, like we might have 1 or 2 buildings with 2 floors and maybe a little bit larger, but most of them are gonna be like pretty small. Alright, there should be... Oh, we lost a villager. Damn. Alright, there should be granite cobble in here. Or at least somewhere. They have dry stone. I don't have any cobble in here. Interesting. Let me grab a bit of this out. I think I might know where I have some. Let me grab that out. Let me just check and make sure. Because I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of granite cobbles sitting around somewhere. No, only 37 in there. I guess I do not. So we have to make some. Do I have any regular clay? Yes, sir. Got a good bit. That should be more than enough. Wonder, we might need some basalt, right? Not as much, but for the buildings I'm pretty sure for Delridge Village I used basalt in the corners. I think that's what the theme we were kind of going with was. Basalt cobble for the village level stuff that we're doing here. Like, it's not quite a town, but it's a village, you know? This will also give us an opportunity to light the areas up. Or to light that farm up, because right now it's like completely dark there. Okay. Yeah, it should be plenty. And we have enough pine here to do just about everything we need to do. Yeah, this goes in here. This goes in here. We have that. I think I need maple, though, for the roof. We were doing the roofs out of maple wood, I believe. Am I going to have to go to Delridge Village and pick some up? I think so. Alright. Actually, you know what? No, let's not worry about the wood stuff for the roofing for now. Let's just get the layout done, and then we'll figure out like the rest of it and stuff. Let's just get some small buildings placed in and whatnot. Figure out everything with this. Alright, so let's kind of play how we're gonna do this out. So let's say it'd be kind of easier to do it this way. Let's say we have our path coming through here like that. Essentially, I just take these 3 areas up. Yeah. So it'd be like the path kind of comes through here. And then like continues. I guess let me make it continue right here. There we go. Yeah, so from here we can put down so yeah, basically we just start putting down like houses randomly through here. We can do either these small ones. Did any grow during the summer? Wait. Wonder if is it still a lot of dirt? Yeah, I was saying that earlier. None of this has grown at all. Like it just stopped growing grass at this point here. Like none of this. I've tried picking it up and placing it back down. I don't know why. It's like this weird like line. It's like, yeah. No grass grows out outside of that line. It's very weird. And same thing with up here. It just kind of stopped. Doesn't grow. Very, very weird. I'm debating if it'd be easier to do the road first, like through the area, or if it'd be easier to place buildings down. Getting rid of this would be pretty helpful as well. Imagine a dirt here. Maybe we should look up some building styles for like, you know, like a farming town type of area. This damn snow. Get out of here, snow. Let me break the snow. Thank you. It like wouldn't switch my tool. Trying to do this away from the snow patches. Missed the patch. Run, rabbit, run. Oh, you know what we could do? So there's some, like, the pumpkin, for example. There's some crops that we could have in, like, maybe we can do, like, a little, like, yard around some of these spots. And we could have, like, the pumpkins grown in there, since they don't really conform too well to the rows. We could have, like, basically just general crops inside these rows. And then, like, I don't know. I know the pumpkin's one that kind of has, like, a weird growth pattern. Maybe is there any others, or is it just the pumpkin? I'm not too sure. I'm trying to think. I think there's one more. Maybe like I was gonna say maybe like what is it, cabbage? But I think that one's still just like a general. Doesn't really expand out. I think it's just the pumpkins. I'm ignoring the snow. We'll get it when it melts. Oh, got some of it. Oh, I guess if the snow's above a certain amount. Interesting. It's interesting. Snow place like home. I'm so done with the snow right now. I'm ready for spring, alright? I have some spring plans, like building plans. I need trees to be able to grow for my plans to take effect. And I've been hindered. I guess I've been semi-hindered because I know what's going to end up happening, alright? So I need trees for some of the designs that I want to do for like Delrich Village, for Lighthaven, for the path between here and Trinity Point and stuff. I want to grow some trees, right? But the thing is, I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to like how any of the trees grow because I think the trees grow too small in this game. Just by a little bit. I think they're pretty good, but I think they could be better. So I'm going to end up growing all these trees. I'm not going to like any of them, and I'm going to have to go in and just make my own, is what's going to happen. I'm going to have to do my own tree building, and it's going to be annoying because it's just annoying to do that. But I could have done it in the wintertime, but that's what's going to end up happening, I know it. I'm going to have to make my own trees. But overall, I'm ready for some spring, non-snow covered weather. Get some crops growing. We need onions in order to make our next tier of backpack so that we can have more space, and more space is always good space. But I need onions. I need to make I think it's yellow or orange dye, I forget. Whatever you need onions for. But you need onions for it. So let's just get rid of this. And get rid of the last of this. So kind of waiting on that as well. All right, let's go. I think that's like all of it, right? Somehow there's one here. What is that? Is that a rabbit? Oh yeah, it is a rabbit. Rabbit chilling over there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe the path might be a little bit easier to do. I know we're gonna have a path coming off of here. We can do that. And I'll probably have another path like over here. That works. And then I think I want it to branch off this way as well. I'm gonna move this one down a little bit. Da, 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 da. Look at all the rabbits that are going over here. Alright, hopefully none of these roads are like on like key irrigation lines. That would be an issue. Okay, I think we have pretty good mapping here. What are you doing? Knock it off. I see you. I hear you, I should say. Scratching the floor. Alright, let's get some like random houses turned in here then. Like, no, not that way. Whoops. Uh-oh, I keep doing these incorrectly. The outside block needs to be the larger or the empty section. Game, earn 100 skills and or gadgets for this achievement. I need 16 more skills and or gadgets. Time for me to start spamming skills and gadgets using high level versions. Almost there though. 16 out of needing 100. It's not too bad. Oops. Alright, so we have a larger house here, semi-larger house there. I feel like I have a bunch of shit following the undergrounds. Let's put a small house like here. Oh, I ran out? That is surprising. And then... Yeah, true, but it's not exactly fun. I could pair it with grinding experience. I need to hit level 270. I'm currently at 206. Oof. Yeah. Well, that's the fun part, right? Grinding it out. Yeah, should be a RuneScape player. Appreciate the grind, right? I've been, Brighter Shores comes out, what is it, next month? November something? Yeah, next month. I've been, debating if I wanna try it or not. Apparently, it's not gonna be as grindy as RuneScape. So, that might be a plus or a minus for it. I don't know. I have not decided if I want to play it yet. I'm leaning towards giving it a try, though. I will say that. I'm going to put a small house here as well. Keep putting these the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to get really dark. Alright, I guess we could do the road next. And that'll give us a somewhat better idea. I don't know. I keep saying we're going to get a somewhat better idea, but I don't know if we necessarily will. I think it's not going to... This build's going to be one of those, like, ongoing long builds. Well, all of them are, but this one might be a little bit weirder because we're not going to have all of the fields in place for quite a bit. You know? Alright, we're about to go sleep in a bed. Let me just get this last one done. Oh, Eric, I wanted to add, what was that Destiny thing you put inside of, inside general chat? I missed it. The screenshot looked kind of cool. Did that shit throw something at me? Ginger's on the move. What's up, Ginger? Okay. Let's continue with the path here. No, this one goes here. Oh, did my shovel break? Oh no. Uh-oh. I don't have a backup shovel, so let me just do this real quick so I can remember. While we go make a shovel or two, we'll make two. Oops. Ah, we gotta go back to Trinity Point to make a shovel. It's called Destiny Rising, a mobile game made by people at NetEase Games. It's an alternative timeline of Destiny with the future to play first or third person. Gotcha, that's kind of cool. Get it? Gotcha. Gotcha game. That's gonna be New World's next announcement next year. They're gonna be like, all right, guys. Console release didn't do anything for us, so we're gonna go mobile now. And New World's gonna become a mobile game. That's their next move. That's the next big game CPR saving move that Amazon will try. AGS. I feel like New World would fit a mobile type game with the control format anyway. It's already on controller. It's like one step down from controller and go to mobile. It's just one more step. Alright, what do we need to get here? Shovels? Oh, we almost have 100 coke. That's what's up. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Where's shovel at? Hammer? Alright, there we go. So let's do this. 1, 2. Boom, double shovels. One there, one there, one there. Okay. Don't need that. Alright, let's go. We gotta head back. I just got a text message for it. I guess we could have just used the recall flash to get back to Trinity Point faster. I always forget I have that. Lame. Jump. There's the slime. There must be a cave underneath here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Ow, I can't hit him. Hey, he's doing some damage on me. Where's my knife at? Yeah. I guess there's no torches in there. Might end up having to go along there and lighten that up. Yeah. I don't have any torches on me is the problem. Yeah, it's fine. Spider! Hey, come on. There's a couple spiders. Can you not get out this way? Water's weird in this game. Alright, so we got that part. Let's do this. We will be going back and fixing all the like weird turns and stuff that are like thinner than the rest of it. It's just easier to go back and fix them after we get the whole path laid out. What am I doing? Yikes. Okay, I see what I did here. Oh boy, this is not good. Not good. We're gonna die. Oh my god. Yep, we're dead. We're dead. Well, shit. Oh, we spawned outside the city. Oh. Hmm. Oh man, I gotta go my whole inventory again. Alright. Mistakes were made. We shouldn't have hopped down there. It's unfortunate. We go back. Did you set up did you not set up temporal gear at some point? I did, but it ran out of use. They only have like 14 uses or 15. I never changed the amount. So it ran out of uses. I'd have to set another one. But Trinity Point is the default spawn of the world, so it's really not too big of an issue. So usually I just end up forgetting about it or just not thinking to do it. Because I spawn there anyway. Damn mobs. Would be nice if I had some. I guess I could make some torches. Be kind of a pain to light up under here at this point. Eventually. For an area that we only spend like part of the year here, it's really like kind of like, damn, these spiders do a lot of damn. Bro! Not again. No. I saw you. I don't think I can hit him. Why don't you come out here? Uh-oh. Painful buggers? Yeah, spiders are kind of a pain. They hit pretty hard, too. I have pretty good armor on, too. That's the crazy part. I have steel, Oh, I have mostly steel. I don't have all. I have leather. But I have chain body armor steel and chain head armor steel as well. And they still do a pretty good amount of damage. I want to start working on my next mob, the ghost. But I've been one, busy with work, so I haven't really had the free time that I normally have to do like side projects like that. So I think I should be able to hit this guy from... Come here. No? Alright, well, you want to come out? Come on. I don't think so. Alright, fine. You can stay down there, buddy. I haven't had the free time that I normally have because of how busy work's been. To, like, do stuff like that. Oh! He tricked me. I think the ghost could be kind of cool. Oh, shit. There's another one. Okay, 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 okay. Bro, why are there so many spiders down there? Gonna end up dying again at this rate. Let's eat some food. And I think I have heals. Yeah. Okay. It's probably the only thing that can spawn. Yeah, probably. It's a one block. Well, the baby slimes can. It's a 1 block high. It's dark. Yeah, definitely. Probably. I don't know what the drifter's requirements are for height anyway. It's probably a little over 1. Well, there's 2 more down there. Well, end up oh, skeleton and a slime here. Come on out. A spear could probably reach? Oh, that's not a bad idea. But you can only make stone spears, can't you? You can't make like iron ones. Unless you have the mod. Which, your boy do not. Copper or bronze? Oh, copper probably wouldn't be too bad. And I could probably even, like, massively increase the durability on it so it lasts a lot longer. Alright, buddy. Them slimy. This wouldn't be a problem if I would just take the time to light up below there, but, you know. It's eventually just going to be flooded with water, I believe, so I don't think it'll end up being too much of a problem either. So I don't think mobs can spawn in water. They shouldn't be able to anyway. Well. Okay, there we go. That path's done. Outside of the weird corner spots right here. Damn, and there's more snow than there was earlier. I'm over all the snow. Ow. I think if we ever have to restart our world, I think we're gonna definitely go more towards the south. I will maybe set it up so that I spawn in more of a warmer climate to where it's not winter as long. Like we'll still get like 2 months of snow, maybe just a month. Somewhere in that ballpark, but nowhere near the 6 months of snow that we get. Let's look at this. Annoying. I don't even, I can't even tell where I was, like, actually just, like, breaking blocks at. I'm assuming it's right there. Damn spiders, bro. Alright, let's go sleep. I'll wait till 20 to sleep in a bed. That should bring us to about daytime. Alright, let's go sleep in bed now. Is there a spider in here, it looks like? Where's that? That might have been a chandelier, actually. Thought I saw one up here. Ah, it's still dark. Alright, you know what, we're gonna make some torches. Hey, what's up, Lifeline? How you doing today? Good, what about you? I'm doing pretty good today. We're chilling. About to make some torches here. But yeah, we're chilling. There we go, light those. That should make us some torches real quick. Dun, dun. Kind of wish I had some sticks here, but I am now out of sticks officially. Not good, but whatever. Alright, that's gonna take a minute to heat up. There's probably torches underneath this section here, if I had to guess. Possibly, or something's bugged. Nice. It's going pretty quick. We'll give it a minute here to cycle through. Are you chilling like a villain? Oh yeah, chilling like a villain. Always. Waiting for summertime. Actually, wait for these torches, but you know, same thing. There we go. All right, 80 torches. Got this way. We're currently working on our farm base lifeline. I decided I'm gonna make it into more of like a village. So that way it's just more than just like open land out here. Because right now, every time I look at the map, it was kind of like barren. Like it was just this big open space here, but now there's going to be like, we're making the paths through here and stuff, and then we're going to build some houses and whatnot. So, should look pretty cool when it's all said and done. Where the hell? Yeah, see, I knew there was a torch there. I would like to know where the spiders spawn down here, though. Hey, how you doing today, Burn? What's going on? Well, I think this might be the end of the line here for this spot. I love not being able to see. Okay. I'm just gonna start picking random spots here. That are along the road. Ultimately, these won't do anything eventually because we'll have all of these rows down here. Actually, to probably do something here though. We'll just get rid of this too. What am I working on this time? This time, so we are at my crop farm for the Trinity Empire. So this is Trinity Point, so it's kind of to the west of Trinity Point, and this was originally just going to be a giant area with fields in here, like these things, going along, but I kind of liked the idea of there being some houses in here. So we're gonna put some houses in here, and then eventually I might spawn some NPCs in here as well to kind of like live in this area. But I wanted it to be more than just crops everywhere. So I turned it into like a village. Or we're gonna make it into a village level area. So it's not gonna be like a town, it's just gonna be like a village. At least in our world, what would be considered a village. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of curious if I can get out of here. Oh, you can just do that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! Fucking spiders, bro. Come on, spiders. Scrap. Big farm, that's one hungry village? Oh yeah, for sure. But it actually, like, in technicality, this once we haven't named this area either. But this area will supply food for all the towns inside of the Trinity region. It's kind of like the idea. The idea of it is kind of how we're making it out to be. The lore, I guess you could say. Oh, we're gonna die again. Oh my god, there's so many mobs down in this pit. God damn, bro. I'm like afraid to go down there. There's so many mobs. Come on, spiders. Alright, let's go here next. No, not there. Wait, where's the path at? This snow, man. Get. Come on. Oh, I missed a spot. Let's go along here. What? Ayo? What the hell? Uh-oh. That was weird. I don't think I've had that happen. Are you planning on spawning in NPCs in the future populated area now? Yes, that is the plan. We will be spawning in NPCs in that area. Ideally, all of the areas will have NPCs. I have the VS Village mod. So ideally, we'll be able to spawn in NPCs. It'd be nice if they didn't, like, die. But they do die. Only to drifters, though. For some reason, like, just the drifters attack them. Which is fine. That's how I kind of want it. But we get drifters that spawn in areas that they probably shouldn't. Given the settings that I have set up. So I don't know. But yeah, the plan is to have NPCs overall. They'll kind of populate the area and keep it going. I feel like that's a big lacking factor in a lot of survival games. Is having like I really like how Terraria does their NPC system, where you build the room. Right? You build the room and an NPC will just randomly come along and ask to live in that room, right? I thought that was a really cool system, and I feel like if somehow a survival game like this, like Vintage Story, like if they made it so like if you built like a structure and it had a bed and like some other requirement inside or whatever, then an NPC had a chance of spawning in that area to possibly live in that building. So you could essentially do something like this and just start building buildings, right? And then there would be a chance that NPCs would just come and live in them. I think that would be super cool. And it would bring like, and you could like trade with them and stuff, and it'd bring like life to the world. Because I feel like a lot of these games struggle from just being kind of like empty worlds. Like I can build all of this stuff and make it look super cool, but if NPC, like if there's no one using it or no NPCs living there, it's just kind of like, alright, what did I build it for? You know, it just kind of gets into like this like weird boring like, I'm just building shit for the sake of building it, which can be cool if you're a builder and stuff. Like I don't mind building stuff, but I like stuff to have like to be used, you know? Like I like my buildings to have a use. And with Terraria, if the original NPC died and there would spawn in a short time, yeah, like that'd be cool. Like if, yeah, an NPC has a chance to die, and if it dies, then that NPC is gone, and maybe a new one spawns with like different trades or something. I don't know. It'd be a cool system, I think. I don't know why more games don't utilize that. I mean, they make these giant worlds, like these giant procedurally generated worlds, like they're for building and stuff like that, and like surviving and stuff, and then they just, you don't end up, like you use like a small chunk of the world. I don't know, it's weird. Like I said, hopefully maybe at some point games will utilize said technology to do that, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I have most of the trails probably laid out here with like stuff underneath them to light up. What in the hell? Oh, okay. So it kind of sucks with the snow here. I kind of gotta wait for it to like get despawned by the system, by the mod that I have. And then I can kind of fix up a lot of the trails that we have. It should be within the next 5 minutes, then the mod should trigger in. Well, actually, I'm not in range of a lot of these blocks, so that's why it's doing this. Alright, well anyway, let me put this down. Let me go, oops. We'll start doing this. It's been a while since I played Terraria, but I do remember liking that feature. Yeah, it's a cool concept, and it makes it like it makes a point to build certain buildings, and like you can, like, I don't know, like even if they added a workbench, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll make a mod that does something like that. That would be kind of a tricky mod to do, but it'd be a cool one. I'd have to figure out how to make the game recognize that you're in. Actually, I guess I could just pull the, there's a call for when you're in a structure, right? Like it registers as a house. I could do if the building is registered as a structure and it has a particular workbench and a bed inside of it, I could make it have a chance to spawn an NPC in the area to live in it. I guess I'd have to figure out how to register, like registering an NPC to said workbench and stuff might be a bit trickier, but it would definitely be feasible. Might be harder to recreate in a 3D world. Well, this game already has the layout for it. Like I was saying, with the housing mechanic where it detects if your building is a viable house, you could utilize that, and then you could add into the game workbenches for given NPCs, and then all you would have to do is create, I guess this would be the like more grindy part, is making all of the NPC models for however which ones you want. So that would be a little tricky. You could probably get away with using the trader models and utilizing them. Oh, there we go. That worked out pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. It would be a little tricky for sure. Oops, not that block. Shit. Definitely doable though. I think it'd be kind of cool. I mean, both of my other mods are done. Well, the creatures mod isn't done, but I would almost rather start working on the NPC one than the creature one at the end of the day. Okay, let's see. We gotta work on some of these like spots right here. I have to fill these in a little bit. That's crazy. Was that like on the edge? Let me put a torch here, I guess. I guess another hard part would be like the AI for the NPCs. I don't know how the AI would necessarily work. You'd have to like keep them within range of the building while also allowing them to like explore and stuff, like the area. So that might be a little tricky. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I need my mod to go through again. Clear all the snow out of here. Let's just build around here, I guess. I'll do this building. I'll raise the walls and stuff up. It would have to be like villagers in Minecraft. They don't go too far from their job block. Yeah, they would have to stay within a certain range of the block. It probably wouldn't be too hard to set that up, if we're being honest. Because there's got to be a wander mechanic that the traders use, and I bet you it's got to be like distance based. Famous last words. This is true. It probably is pretty difficult overall. Running the checks to get the mobs to spawn. Well, yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm like trying to think how you could do it because you wouldn't want them to always spawn, like be like instant spawns, or else you might as well just summon them. It'd have to be like an over a time. So I guess you could do on game tick and then run a check every so often, and if the check hits, you could have it check and see like if the block is said block spawn X villager. Like if you have like an alchemy station, right? It spawns an alchemist. I don't know that they wander more than a few blocks and stuff like, yeah, and even the rare ones. Yeah, but I'm saying like you might be able to do like, depending on how they have the wander AI task, you might be able to set a range, you know? So those the range on those the villagers might only be like 2 blocks, so that they don't wander more than 2 blocks from where they spawned, you know, or even 1 block. But you might be able to set the range for the wander even further. A seasonal check, that wouldn't be a bad idea. There's probably an event. I think there is an event that is on seasonal change. So you could just do it like every time the season changes, it runs a check and checks if the workbench is in the area. And if it does, then it spawns an NPC within a certain distance of that workbench. Or at that workbench. You could just have them spawn and they then live there. And then you'd have to set up the trade mechanic. But I don't think setting up traders is... that's probably a JSON script if I had to guess. Alright, cool. We can go into these spots and put some torches down. I'm just gonna take an L on some of these granite blocks. Alright. That should, I think, clear all the paths. We gotta fix right here a little bit. That should do it. That's good there. That's good. That should be good. Let's fix this up. Yeah, most of these are actually pretty okay. It's just a block missing here and there. That should be good. I think everything along here should be pretty good. I can't see underneath that snow there, but this is good. That's good. I put a torch underneath there. I don't know if I put a torch underneath here, but let's put one just in case. So if you're wondering why I'm putting the torches underneath the granite, I have a mod that gets rid of it. Basically, it runs a check every 5 minutes, and if I am standing near a torch block, it runs another check, and if there's a snow layer like this within, like, I think it's like a 5-block radius of said torch, it removes the snow layer. So that is why I am putting down torches underneath these blocks, so I can get rid of the snow layers, because I find them very annoying when you're trying to do any sort of building like this. So, alright, the next thing we have to figure out is the entrances to these spots. And I gotta figure out how to make what are they called? The path blocks that one leading up to the front of these houses. So let's see here. Yeah, here, I'm gonna put this down for an idea. I don't know if I'll end up getting to it or making the mod, because there are some parts of this mod that sound like they'd be really challenging, but let me at least, so I don't forget it. New page. We'll call this NDL. I'm gonna call this NDL Trader or NDL Villagers. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's sleep in bed. Do you have any mods listed on the VS website, or are they all for personal use? I have 2 mods on the website, and then I have one that I only use for personal because it's semi-janky. The 2 mods that I have, if you go to the mod website and search NDL, just like all one word NDL, they should come up. There's 2 of them. One of them is the mod that adds these creatures to the game, like the skeletons, the spiders, and the zombies, and the slimes. The other one adds this tool called a chisel pick to the game, which has 2 modes, which gives you either rock blocks or ashlar blocks. Or not blocks, but the item to make the ashlar blocks. So, those are the 2 that I have. Oh yeah, what was I doing? I need to go make these paths. These wooden paths. How do I make these? Okay, it's just boards and a saw, and they're not pipe. Okay. I want to make like a crazy amount. Yeah, 67 should do for now. We'll see how far that goes. Yeah, the creatures mod is still kind of like well, it's still a work in progress. I want to add more mobs to it, and then I also want to adjust some of the current ones, like the sounds and whatnot. So that one's still a work in progress. The chisel pick one is done. I don't have anything more to really add to it. Maybe in the future I will, but currently no. That was more than enough for that. Let's do this. Wait, does it cover up the... Oh no, it was on this side, okay. I was gonna say, did it cover up the path block? That path block? For a second there, I thought there was 2 doors on here. Some of these houses we might, we probably will end up adjusting the shape a little bit, so there's more of a unique setup of houses here. That way they're not all the same. I know some of them are already like that, but might do a little bit more. Oh, we're almost into April, guys. We are getting somewhere. Alright, I need more planks. Almost time to plant another a round of crops. Is that all? No. Eh. Okay. Let's see. Let's put this away. Grab this out. I should have made door. Well, yeah. Remember this part being a pain. Let's put this part up first. Ah. Oops. No, I fell. Oh, that's actually annoying. This way. Yeah. There. Let's do this building next. What? Does this building have a center here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the center. A little bit of a unique building here. I need to go up. Oh my god, I hate when these place the wrong way. So frustrating. Sometimes they work pretty good, and then sometimes I guess I'm just off by a hair. I don't think I'm gonna have enough slabs for this. At least this final few buildings here. Yeah, I ran out. Oh, I have 20 more here. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, there we are. I gotta make some more. Might have to go get some pine wood. I think there might be some, maybe in Trinity Point. There's definitely some at the tree farm, though. Oh, we can make some more. Alright, 500 should be more than enough. Hopefully. Alright. Alright, there we go. I think, oh no, I think there was one we missed. Just go around the house. Yep, grab that block. Yeah, somehow I missed this one right over here. That's funny. Not sure how I did that, but let's grab this one real quick. One more? Yep, one more. And then I have to go find maple planks so I can do the roofing on each of these. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's go, let me put some of this pine stuff away, but we have all that done. I'll put it in here. Put that in there. That can stay. That can stay. Okay. Where's my recall flask? Let's eat some food real quick. We'll get some food back at Trinity Point as well. Nice. I guess let me use this. We'll get it so that we respawn here, up in here. There we go. Okay, I don't have any maple. Let's get food. I need to get maple planks, which I'm hoping there's probably some at Delridge Village that we can just grab. Oh, we don't have to head on all the way out to the tree farm because I don't know if there's that much maple left there. Not till spring. I guess I could chop the trees down now though, so that they grow right when summer hits. When we get, or like the springtime. At least it's not raining it, or it's snowing anymore. It's finally raining. It looks like. Yeah, so this is kind of the design of the houses. This is what they're gonna look like at the end of the day, just like these ones. So there should be some maple wood in here. I'm gonna leave the doors, although we will want some of that. Where's the maple wood? I will take that, please. Is there any in here? Oh, there's more in here. Nice. This is mine now. How the hell is this fish still good? Oh my god. It's probably been in here for like months. They look nice? Yeah, they're not too bad. And they're good when you cluster them up and you do stuff with like the outside area, like this. So maybe we'll do some like stuff like that as well. But yeah, they don't look too bad. They look pretty good. And then you end up building them a little higher on the front and stuff. And then once you add like windows in and stuff, they look pretty good. I think it'll look good at the tree farm as well. They're kind of generic-y. They're nothing like too fancy, but they don't have they don't serve any use. Like there's not like, and the buildings that do have a use, like the mayor's house over there, you can see it's a little bit bigger and stuff. It's a little bit more unique. So the buildings that do have a use, I usually tend to at least make it look a little bit different. Little bit. Oh, I'm actually yawning. So let's see, it's almost nighttime. By the time we get out there, it'll be time to sleep, and then we sleep, and then it should be April 1st. Or no, we have to go through the 30th of March. Never mind. One more day till April. I think it's about halfway through April that the temperature stays warm enough for us to plant crops overnight without them freezing. Boat drift into the dock was God tier? Hell yeah. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't, you know? That boat gets going pretty quick. Looks like the ice is starting to melt. That's good. Eventually we have to get this river going too. There's a lot of stuff I want to do that I have to wait for like spring to do. Like this whole path, I want to get like trees up on the side and stuff like that, redo it so it actually looks kind of cool. I'm also hoping we can get the lanterns going, the firefly lanterns, and we can start farming or at least making a bunch of those. Because I would ideally like to use the firefly lanterns for lighting up the roads, like hang them from the trees. Now that we know how to do that, I would ideally like to do that. If we can't do that though, I might just use wooden lanterns. Those I think are a little bit easier to make if I'm not mistaken. These wooden lanterns. Oh no, they still require a whole plate. They're a little bit cheaper. You don't need glass. But, eh. Alright, let's, we don't want to sleep in a bed just yet. It's still too early. Yeah, so, okay, this is going to be a better... So basically, these farm paths, like these like things right here, I'm going to keep going over the edges as we go, but they're going to kind of go like with the houses. So, so like one will like start like here and keep going, but it will get cut off here and stuff, you know? But it'll continue through this part up until it hits the road, and then it'll be like how this is. It'll be like through the road. And that'll be that's kind of what I was thinking. Then I might do a little bit more with the outside of the houses. Like I might put like fenced area and stuff. And then some of the houses, we're going to add a little garden area for the pumpkins. And I'll have pumpkin farms in there. Because the pumpkins are weird. They like grow larger. So you need a little bit more space for them. I need to make some doors. How many houses are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 10 or 11. I'm going to say 11. We're going to guess. And I'm going to need this. All right. Let me put the doors in real quick. Oh, I should have made some lanterns and brought them out here. That would have been smart. I feel like I missed one. Oh, drifting. Alright, I feel like I definitely missed one, or maybe I did miscount. Hello, drifter. That house has door. Did we miss one? Ah! I didn't get this one. I just go sleep in the bed. March 30th. Oh, we're halfway to the desired temperature, I think. About. Okay, so yeah, we can kind of start working on the roof stuff now. We are gonna need... It's actually pretty accurate for what we need. A lot more stairs, though. We'll see how this kind of goes for now. I gotta figure out what side the doors are on. I think... no. Other way, like this. The slime jump animation looks cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that one took a little... The slimes took a little bit of work to do. Their attack animation was really shitty when I first did it, but it's a lot better now, so like... Let's see if I can get him to trigger it. Oh, he's lagging. Hold on. I still have yet to replace the Ethernet cable from the server host, so... They kind of like do this like... Where they lean like forward like that. Before I used to have it to like these like slime things like poked out. It wasn't that good. But yeah, the jump, I like the jump. It did come out really good, really well. The baby ones don't jump as well, but... They're little baby slimes, you know. You can't expect too much. Yeah, the slimes are probably the most useful creature to butcher. Unless you're like starting out in the game, then I'd say spiders would probably be the most useful because they give you flax fibers. But the slimes, they give you pitch, which is that glue that you can make, or that you can get the ruins stuff to stick together. So it's really good if you want to try and farm that kind of stuff. So I usually carry around a bunch of hardened glue with me in a covered pot to heat it up in. I'm not gonna do that house right now. I'm gonna save that one because I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that one yet. Where's the damn door on this one? I'm not sure how I want to do the roof yet. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna need another, yeah, that actually will be okay for now. Yeah, that should be okay. All right, let's get up onto one of these roofs and get started here. Where are my ladders? Be easier to do it this way. All right, so, oh, okay, we almost just jumped right off the start. So to start, oh wait, do I have, I do have that. All right, we are gonna need those. I don't have any of the pine planks. I need more of those. Being able to harvest pitch is nice. I'm not a fan of how resource dense and making glue can be. Yeah, I've never actually made glue. I just didn't want to make another, like, I didn't know what else to give slimes that would be like a harvestable material that's in-game, you know? So I was like, oh, you know what? They added that pitch stuff. I was like, that'll be kind of cool, like the glue and stuff. It makes kind of sense. I guess it would make more sense if the slimes were the same color as the glue, but maybe in the future I'll do that. That actually would not be a bad idea. I like the slime's green texture, but I feel like it doesn't necessarily fit vintage story too much. And I was actually, I don't know, I've seen some other people do some like creature mobs inside of like, or mods or whatever, and I don't know, I kind of like the idea of the mobs fitting into the game a bit better. So I might do that. Like I'm gonna probably retexture a few of the mobs. Not the spider. I think the spider looks good, but the zombie and the skeleton looks good too. But the zombie and the slime kind of stand out a little bit. I feel like I messed up these houses already. I feel like they're too tall now. I think I might have messed up. No, I guess that's about right. Oh, I forgot to put these in. Ah. Oops. Oops, I need to go up there. Alright, trying to remember how I did this. I think it was something like this. Like this, and then this is where the slabs came in handy. Whoops. Okay, there we go. The house is, whoops, done. Alright, a little bit of fall damage, never hurt anyone. Alright, so that's one of the houses. Not too bad, kind of looks like a shed, but you know. We'll add details to it later. What's the old saying? We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it eventually. Add it to my list of things to do. See, one thing that I was thinking about this today. One thing that's kind of nice about having like multiple like builds ongoing in your world. Like we have quite a few here, right? Like areas that we could build and go into, is that if I get bored, like let's say I get bored of working on, you know, this place, whatever we end up naming this place, right? I can just go and work on Trinity Point. If I get bored of working on Trinity Point, I go work on Delrich Village. If I get bored of Delrich Village, well shit, I'll just go work on Lighthaven Island. If I get bored of Lighthaven Island and I'm bored of all these, I'll just go start another build, and then I'll have another build to build. But yeah, an endless cycle of builds. But at least we always have something to work on. I'd like to think that helps me from getting bored and restarting my world constantly, because I think I've been asked that a little bit now, or at least it's been brought up about how we've had the same world for so long so far. Forgot to put these on. Ah, okay. What? 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 I fell there? Ah, okay. My brain was thinking. That's why I restart my worlds. I usually run out of ideas on what to build. I've never tried making a village before. I might give that a go at some point. Yeah, that's definitely I will say that's definitely helped me is like at least when I was playing Minecraft a lot, right? I did the same thing. I started out with Minecraft. I'd build like my little single base, you know, and stuff like that. But I would get bored really quick, and I just end up like, all right, well, let me start another world, and so on. And then once I kind of like, I started doing larger projects, like larger single like bases and stuff, and then it got into where I was building like giant castles and stuff. And then I was like, well, I might as well build a town to go with the castle and stuff like that. And then you end up with stuff like this, and it's just kind of, you know, each time it just keeps getting the idea just keeps getting grander and grander until eventually you're spending over a year building one world. I do commend the people who have like worlds that are like multiple years old. It's always been like something I've wanted to strive for, is like having a world that people are like, oh my god, this guy's been playing on this world for like 3 IRL years or whatever. Like, I think the one developer for Minecraft, she has had her world for over 10 years. She's had a single player world going. Like, that's crazy. That is like an insanely long time to have a Minecraft world that you've been like actively playing on and working on and stuff. Like, that's just cool. It's like goals right there. Alright, it's 2 houses done. I forget where the ladder's at, to be honest, and I don't think we're gonna end up having to use it, so let's do that. Hey, what? Oh, I thought it got messed up. Alright, this house has been chosen as the next house. I can't make any more slabs though. Uh-oh. I think I have to go, we either have to go back to Trinity Point and make a new saw. I don't really want to do that right now though. Well, we'll just keep building, and I will just add the slabs on when I'm done. Toy Cat has had his Minecraft world for a crazy long time too, very admirable, but these people stick to the worlds for so long, right? Snow's getting pretty scarce? Yeah, yep, it's getting there. Not over there though. Part of it is, keep in mind that part of it is my mod that is clearing it out, by the way. It is helping clear. I have a bunch of torches underneath the path so that the snow goes away. That's helping a little bit, but yeah, it is starting to push back here. Like, if I pulled up the global map, there'd probably be none here. Like, over on this side. It's slowly heading west north kinda ish direction. I can't wait, bro. I'm getting excited. Get the snow the fuck out of here. Get rid of it. I don't want it. It was cute for like 1 in-game month. Like, oh, look, it's snowing, it's snowing, oh, it's so cool. And then like the second month, you're like, god damn it, this shit is everywhere, and I can't walk in it, and I can't build because it's just everywhere, and I can't do any terraforming because my character freezes to death if he's outside for more than 20 minutes. It's like, it's just not cute anymore. Why did I choose 30 days? 30-day months. But then we have well, feels like long summers, but, or it seems like it would be, but I feel like the summers go so fast. I don't know. That's just what it's felt like in my world. I feel like our summers are just like... At least our plant growing time. I think last season we got like, what, 2 harvests in maybe? Uh-oh, I really fucked this one up. I think it was about 2 harvests, but then again, I wasn't just sitting here checking the crops, so they might have been done for a little bit. Oh, I should have jumped. Solus, do you still have your days synced with IRL yet? Or did you play too much? What in the hell? I don't understand how I fell there, but I fell. Alright, there we go. It's close still. I didn't pay attention to the date today when I played through. Ugh. You gotta keep it, man. You gotta keep it synced up. Gotta keep it synced up. You can only play for in-game 1 day per day now. Because it'd be too cool not to have it like that. It's just too cool. You gotta start a new world if you want to play for fun. Imagine. Sorry, Solus, you can no longer play on that world except for like maybe an hour a day. If that. It'd probably be about a half hour a day. If you want to play any more Vintage Story for the rest of the day, you gotta just create a new world. It's the only way. Forever stuck. Alright, there we go. I don't have enough slabs to do the roof, so I'm not going to do it. These houses look like little Oompa Loompa houses, man. Straight up. Tell me an Oompa Loompa doesn't live in this house. The problem is I don't want to build it any bigger because if I were to do like a legit 2-story house, right? First off, it's going to make this building look probably small, which we don't want to do. We need this building to look like the main building, right? So I would have to do one of 2 things. I'd have to make this building larger. Well, no, I just have to do I'd have to make this building larger than it is. I don't want to do that. I like this building. I could make it larger, but just need to them to stand outside and start singing. True. Could you imagine? They just all start singing like every time if you come here on like a certain like day of the month, at a certain time, all the villagers harmonize. They meet outside at like the main spot up here, and they just all sing a chorus, and then they go about their day for the rest of their days for the rest of the month. That would be cool. Don't believe a 2-story house would fit their simple farmers. Yeah, I'm kind of going with like how we're world building here is that it is just it's a village even though it has a wall around it and it has a port. That's kind of weird. I didn't think this whole build contradicts our world building. It's too late now, but maybe we get rid of the port. That could be a pretty viable option. And make it small docks. Kind of like what we have at Delridge Village. You know, there's like this dock right here. There's a little dock right there. There's one right there. This whole area is weird. This whole build area is just kind of like. You know what's gonna end up happening? I'm gonna come in and tear this whole place down at some point. How many do I have left? I have enough to maybe do one more house. How else are they going to move all the food? Small docks would fit. Caravans would be sweet, but alas. I know, I agree with you 100%. Like, the docks need to be there, right? My problem is, based on our rules for, or at least the rules we, like, are kind of loosely going by here when we build these, like, towns and villages and stuff. Like, a town in our world would be, like, Trinity Point, right? So if we look at the map, a town has a wall around it of some sort, right? It's got docks, you know, of some sort. It's got some sort of main structure, right? Like, that's a town. It doesn't even need to have this main structure, which apparently there's a death point here. So that's a town. We have a village, has no walls, is mostly just loose houses everywhere and stuff like that with a path going through it, right? That's considered a village. And then we'll have the capital, which will be like it's pretty much going to be like Trinity Point. This section of Trinity Point, well, actually pretty much all of Trinity Point, but like large scale. You know, like there's going to be like, it's going to be like four or five times the size of Trinity Point, right? And then we have our offsets here. So we have like our tree farm, which doesn't have any houses or anything. It's just a tree farm, you know. We have that one big building here. And that's kind of what the idea of this place was supposed to be. It was just going to be one building and then the farms all around it. But the problem is the farms, like, if we just do this, it looks kind of like, this area looks kind of bland. I don't know. I'll continue on for this, like, now, but I'm playing around with ideas in my head for what I want to do here. I don't know. We have a little bit of a conundrum. Because if we make it, it doesn't make sense for it to be a town, right? Because you wouldn't really, like, have your fields and stuff in a town? Unless, I don't know, we could, like... It's only a palisade wall. That's where we could get off with the, like... Maybe we use that. Like, it's not like a wall, it's like a palisade wall. So it's not like a town. It's still a village. It's just a fortified village. We gotta like world build here, you know? We gotta have some sort of world building. So we have some structure. Or whatever it'd be called, like world structuring. So we could have a tier that's like fortified village, right? We have to figure out the dock situation because I don't think the docks would be that good on a fortified. These are like legit, like these docks are like what I would expect in the capital. They're massive, they're huge. I don't know, they don't really fit like a village that's fortified. Maybe we can convert them to like larger wooden docks, like purely wooden ones. That could work. Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Larger wooden docks. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough stairs. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I only have 2. Okay. Well, we got pretty close to finishing this roof. Yeah, that's as far as I can get with that. Okay. Where's the ladder at? Almost hit it. Alright, let's go sleep in bed, make it daytime. Yeah, we'll have to... Yeah, I guess we'll have a fortified village tier. Because ideally, at some point, I would like to maybe go into the tree farm. Although this would be kind of hard to put any sort of like housing structures around this area. It's very condensed to what it is now. We'd have to like build it over here, and it just wouldn't look right the way it's set up. Or somehow in the mountains here. And what? I don't know what that means. Oh, can put a garrison there. True, could do that. I feel like a garrison would be more at a town though, like a town structure building. And since this is more of like a reinforced village because it has the wall. All right, let me get back to Trinity Point. So I'm gonna need to make. Let me go in here. Get out of here. We will need to be making a new saw. I'll have to get more maple stuff. At some point. Gotta refill my potions at some point as well. Yeah, it's snowing here. God damn it. Go away, snow. Yeah, so basically we'll have the tiers of village, fortified. Actually, you know what? Let's get a damn, I don't know if I have an empty book. I might be able to make one. And we can kind of like a bunch of lore books. It's the town census. All right, yeah, let me see if I can make a book real quick. I think I can. I think I have enough leather and stuff. And we'll kind of like we'll flesh it out a little bit, and then I'll store the book somewhere. Paper, what do I need to make a book? Okay, good. Thought I was gonna use all my paper. Okay. So we have a book. All right. Book title, Towns and Village Construction Guide. Alright, so we'll start off with the basic tier, which would be a village. And basically, no walls, paths to houses, what else? Docks, like wooden docks, maybe. Wooden docks. That's about all you would really need for that. So then we go up to, I don't like how there's no easy way to get to the next page unless you do this. You gotta go all the way down. I guess we could just keep it all on this page, right? So the next would be like fortified village, which would be palisade. Walls, main resource building, we'll call it. Wooden docks still. I don't know. That's about all you would really have for that. And then we go up into town, which would be like Trinity Point. Town would have stone walls. Main iconic / resource building. Wooden / stone docks. BUI. Okay. And then we'd have a capital city. Yeah, we'll just call it capital. Again, stone walls. Castle / ruling building, we'll call it. Main. Well, I guess that'd be like the main iconic building. So castle / ruling / iconic building. Stone docks. I don't know what else. That'd probably be mostly it. Yeah, we got that all on one page. So I guess there's like 3 main things for each of these. Is mostly just the wall type and I guess the size at the end of the day. Because a town capital should be definitely larger than town is the main thing that separates these. Wait, and this should also have a teleporter. Or a translocator. That's what they're called in this. Translocator. There we go. We don't want to sign, we just want to save. Okay. I'll put this book in here for now. Same with this. Hopefully we'll remember that it's there. We'll put that there. So that'll be kind of our guide. If we want to add more to it or take some stuff out or change it, it'll be there, but at least we'll know. But anyway, guys, we are going to call the stream here for tonight. It is that time of night. I might spend a little bit later tonight or tomorrow gathering some stuff like resources that like maple that we'll need for tomorrow. Or no, tomorrow we're playing New World. My bad. That's the plan. So yeah, tomorrow we are not going to be playing Vintage Story. We're going to be playing New World for the release of New World Eternal and checking out what that's all about. Unless the servers are completely shit. If the servers are shit, then we're going to play Vintage Story, but I have a feeling they'll be okay. I have a feeling we shouldn't have too big of a problem. So that's the plan for tomorrow. We will be back playing Vintage Story again on Wednesday, though. So there will not be another New World day. Tomorrow is going to be the one and only New World stream, unless we happen to play it for squad day on Thursday going forward. But who knows? We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, take it easy. Keep being awesome, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. All right? Bye-bye.
All the roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade, but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. I got dreams when I go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days, We'll be back one day. Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes.